let's go through the expense management option. Well, as I've mentioned in the past videos, all the institution will not have the same way of managing their accounts. Well, in this case, this would be helpful for schools, colleges, universities that want to manage their accounts on this platform. This is an easy way to navigate through some of the expenses that the school has to keep track of what the expenses are based on different types of expense category. If you look at the demo data here, we have some list of expense category that I have put in. For example, you have marketing expenses, transportation, educational materials, faculty staff expenses, etc. Basically, how you do that is by creating the name of the expenses, putting a description if you want, submitting it here, and you create that expenses. The next step is to go into the expense management. Well, in this case, you are able to put in the type of expenses category. For example, if it's an administrative cost, put what the administrative cost is. Within the administrative costs, you could put any expenses related to administration. It could be licensing, subscription, and so forth. Put in a reference number, not mandatory. Put in the amount, due date, what it is it for the academic session, and click submit button. Once that's done, it's going to get reflected. That is basically a demo data of administrative costs we put in, office supplies, stationery. This way it helps you keep track of your expenses. Next up, we have the payroll. Now this is the option where you're able to manage and send out your payslip to your teachers in the institution. For example, you have a list of teachers here. Let's say for Mariah, Joan, or go for John Smith. That's their salary. Edit that. Okay, those are unpaid. So let's unselect that and go for Alice. Click this button and then it's gonna automatically create a payslip for the teacher. You can either download them, keep it on record, or send a copy of that to the teacher. Now, next off, you have the payroll settings. It's just a way to put in some deductions or allowances. There's some demo data here, like traveling expenses and so forth. You can simply add it there. You have the gallery. This is where you upload any events going on in the school, college, any special activity. You have a list of examples here. The swimming club within the institutions, there's a description. You have the thumbnail. Upload as many pictures as you want. And once you upload that, it's kind of reflected on the portal. Teachers and students will be able to get access to that. Certification ID. Well, this is the part where the school is able to create certificates and ID cards. You've got a few templates for the type of certificates you want to create. You've got a sample here, I believe. Right. So you have the ability to design your own certificate for different types of events, sports, or even graduation. Put in this a character certificate. a student can create, select the page layout, um, can put in different details onto the certificate. And once that's done, it's going to generate the ID template. And then once you print it out, you can just manually enter some details for students. But yeah, this gives you the ability to customize templates according to your needs. You also have student certificate, similar function. Um, Simply select the type of certificate you want to generate for the concerned student, be it pass certificate, select the particular class you want, session. Yeah, you can really go down into minute details into the type of certificates you want to issue. But this is just about how you can generate one type of certificate for. Again, these are not fully customized at the moment. Every institution, you go into the system and create their own template, create their own design. Yeah, more or less all of these functions are the same. Student ID, again, similar function. Select the class, or you already have the list of all the students you have here. Simply click on the student, generate ID. We'll have the student ID template. Simply send it across to the printer and print it out. You have staff management, roles and permission. Again, not every function is important, but based on your needs, you can customize. For office staff, you're able to give certain permission. Um, More or less, most of this are already selected. So just based on the type of permission you want to provide to the school, teachers, whatsoever, you just select whichever is important and just submit that. So going to staff leave. Well, this is where teachers are able to send in their leave application. The principal or the school admin can simply go in and either approve or reject the application. As you can see, Miss Alice has sent in a leave application for her wedding. It could be her wedding, could be a close family. Put in a date there and put in the time that she would be away for. She could also put in as a full leave for the day, or go in and request for a first half or a second half of the day. But yeah, you can simply go into the system and approve it or reject it based on the circumstances. Subscription plan. These are the functions available. Based on the type of license you have, you will be able to either downgrade or upgrade your plan here. As of now, I believe this is a standard plan offered to all institutions, so more or less most of this would be available to every institution. You'll be able to see your charges, total amount for month wise, yearly, and you'll also be able to see any add-ons based on customizations that you request. Yeah, and then yeah, these are other functions, more or less based for backend related function. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I have covered most of the functions within the platform, so you'll be able to navigate through different function. And if there's any issue, we have the IT backend team to help you support through every areas and rectification that you need. There'll be constant training provided to teachers, school, so every institutions will have hands-on account managers and IT support to help them navigate through the platform. Well, thank you for that. I think I've covered most of what is necessary. If there's any questions, feel free to shoot us an email and we'll get back to you.